I'm going to use this information to build on how to find the volume. The volume of a prism specifically, we're going to be using a rectangle as the base. So in this case, I already have my base. And my rectangle, my rectangular prism, because it's a volume, we're going to be using depth. When we have depth, that means that our shape is actually three-dimensional. And so therefore, we are building this image up. So as you can see, now I have a three-dimensional figure. I know it's a little hard to see, guys, but these are the lines that are taking my rectangle up, and this is the bottom of the rectangle. So in your star reference sheet, which it is attached to the link, the formula for a prism can be found as V, which is volume, equals capital B, H. Now I want you to notice something very important. That is a capital B as opposed to that lowercase b. We were using lowercase b to represent one of the sides of the rectangle. This capital B, it does not represent the same as the lowercase b. Please keep that in mind. What this B, capital B, represents in the formula is actually the entire base. If you look at the picture that I have here, the entire base is not just made up of the B. It's also made up of H. So if I want to find the base of this rectangular prism, I have to keep in mind that there is a base and a height just within that same base. I know that this seems a little confusing, but I want you to keep in mind that we're talking about three-dimensional figures, and that capital B is talking about the entire bottom part of a figure, not just a line. Once again, if you're looking at the volume, we are looking at the entire bottom, not just the bottom line, but the entire figure in the bottom. So it makes sense that it's a capital because it has more information in there. So the next part, since I'm looking for the B, that means that I have to take the numbers that are already there, which is base times height. We know that because we have been doing that already. That is the area of the base of the rectangle. So you first have to take your B or your base, which is the lower line, times the height, and that will give you the area of the base or the bottom figure. Once you have that, you have half of your number that you're going to use, because the next part you need the H, which is your height. Now, even though this and this have the same letter, I want you to think or try to remember that once you use those numbers, you can't use them again. Basically, what you are telling me is I'm going to use this piece and I'm going to use this piece. And once you are done, once you use them, that's going to be part of your capital B. So you can't use them no more. Because you can't use them no more, that means that that H cannot be the same H. Well, what is it that we haven't used then? If we already used the line that is going up and down and the line that is going left and right, oh, we're missing the line that is actually going up. This is showing how tall my prism is. So since I have not used this number, which is showing the height, that would be the height of the entire prism. So then I will then take the new height and multiply it. So again, this is going to be a 3-number setup because that capital B is actually base times height times the actual height of the entire thing.